Good evening sa ating mga tagapakinig. Welcome back mga ka-push and grind. Of course, ito pa rin ang inyong lingkod, Nurse JB from Virginia. And we are here again tonight, ready to bring you another dose of practical wisdom and motivation.
And I'm Linmer, your medtech from Arizona. Yes, si Pinoy MT ito. Kasama niyo ulit kami ni JB dito sa Push and Grind The Prosperity Journey.
Yeah, tama. And of course, no, last episode, kumani tayo ng mga maraming magandang mga feedback and comments. Kasi kasama natin last time si Coach Monique at grabe talaga yung financial wisdom na binagsak niya, Repa. So, pero ngayon, back to basic tayo ngayon. Tayo dalawa ulit, back to basic and back in action.
Exactly. Kasi this time, pag-uusapan natin ang isa sa pinaka-importanting foundation ng success. Ito yung goal setting. Hindi lang basta pangarap, kundi paano natin isa sa katuparan, step by step. Baby?
Mm, tama. So, kaya kung may pangarap ka na matagal mo nang gusto simulan, pero hindi mo alam kung paano, or yung feeling ba na parang magulo. Kumbaga, it's total mess. Sabog-sabog yung mga priorities mo ngayon. So, watch out, mga repa. Okay? Because this episode is exactly right for you.
So tara, simulan natin ang journey to clarity, progress, and real results. Welcome to episode 5. So, let's start with the foundation. Bakit ba sobrang essential ang goals pagdating sa pera? I mean, can't we just save money and hope for the best?
Sana nga ganun lang, repa. No? By the way, it's a great question. Kasi when we don't set goals, no, we tend to act without direction. Yeah. Parang kumbaga, yun nga, sinabi ko kanina, parang wala kang sinusunod. Alam mo yung feeling na you are working hard, okay, working so hard, pero parang walang mapupuntahan. Di ba? Para kang kumbaga, sinet mo yung Google Maps mo sa direction to many. Wala kang mapupuntahan. That's what happens when you're earning and spending without a proper target. Di ba?
Yes, para kang tumatakbo sa treadmill. Galaw ka ng galaw, pagod ka, pero wala ka talagang nararating.
Tama, exactly. Actually, goals give your money a mission. Yeah, let's just say. Let's say gusto mong makaipon for your kids, for your tuition, gusto mong makabayad sa mga utang mo. So you should set goals for that. Okay, that specific goal becomes your fuel. It reminds you of why you say no sa mga impulses. Bakit? Kasi focus ko sa goal eh. Ito yung tamang-tamang termino na focus lang sa goal, di ba? No impulse buying, okay? Why you stay disciplined kahit pagod ka na.
And when your goal is tied to something meaningful like your family's future or peace of mind, mas matibay talaga yung motivation. Kasi hindi lang to numbers to bank account, it's about your why.
Tama, Repa, no? Tsaka syempre dapat, no, also, when you make a goal, okay, goal make your progress measurable, di ba? Kailangan measurable, Repa. Kasi may mga iba't ibang goal, di ba? So, start with goal that is measurable. Instead of just saying, I want to be financially stable. It's very broad, di ba? Kaso hindi mo alam kung paano mag-uumpisa. So why not, klaro, malinaw yung goal mo, di ba? Let's just say for example, goal ko ngayon no, in 12 months, makaipon ng 30,000 in 12 months. So pwede, doable, di ba? Specific, di ba? Time frame. At syempre, mas nakaaganang itrack.
Kaya sa mga nakikinig, if you feel like your money just comes and goes, so baka kailangan mo lang talaga ng malinaw na goal. Once you give your money a purpose, you'll notice na nag-iiba din yung behavior mo. You become more mindful dun sa mga gastusin.
Yeah. And remember, okay, money is just a tool, okay? But this tool will lead you to different places, okay? Because money is a tool, ika nga, but without direction, it can't build anything for you. Walang kainat na.
Solid. So start with this question. What am I saving for? So once you have
Yeah.
an answer, your financial journey will become 10 times clearer.
Pero paano, dumako naman tayo sa mga different types of goal, no? So, himay-himayin natin tong ating mga goal setting, di ba? So, ito bro, follow up sa goal setting, okay? Minsan kasi, sabay-sabay yung goal setting natin, di ba? Kaya minsan, nahihirapan tayo, ano ba talaga? Sabi nga natin, maglagay tayo ng goal, measurable, specific, but the problem is, minsan sabay-sabay, di ba? May gusto tayong kunin, may kailangan tayong bayaran, tapos may mga gusto pa tayong bilhin. Di ba? So, paano mo, paano mo inahati o inaayos yung goals mo para hindi nakakalito?
Yeah, ganyan din ako dati, bro. Sabog ang focus kasi lahat gusto kong sabay-sabay tapusin. Pero natutunan ko na effective talaga kapag hinati mo ang goals mo based on time frame. I divide them into three categories: short term, mid
Mm,
term, and long term.
okay. Repa, please, para sa ating mga tagapakinig, no, can you please break it down for us? Ano yung example ng mga bawat isa na sinabi mo?
Sure. Short term goals are those you want to achieve within 12 months. For example, gusto mo makabuild ng emergency fund na $1,000 or paying off the small credit card balance or saving up for something na kailangan mo sa gawain mo every day, like a laptop.
Mm, mm,
Then the next is the midterm goals, are goals for the next 2 to 5 years, like buying a used car, saving for a wedding, or building up a capital for a small business.
mm,
Yung long-term goals naman is those plans that you can achieve after 5 years or more. Think of building your dream house, funding your
mm.
child's college, or coming out for an early retirement, you know?
Kuha mo tumpak, astig bro. So alam mo, nakaka-relate ako diyan actually kasi remember before, I'd save for everything in one account, di ba? Tapos biglang may mga travel plan, may mga pumasok na ano yun, ang tawag dito, mga later on, mga emergency fund, okay? Then tapos biglang ginagamit ko yung ipon ko, no? I realized it was for my emergency fund pala. So, ayun, balik tuloy, zero.
Guilty rin ako dyan kasi dati. Pero sobrang helpful yung clarity kapag alam mo na kung ano yung type yung goal uh, na pinaghahandaan mo. Mas alam mo kung gaano kalaki ang budget, gaano mo katagal
Mm.
dapat ipunin, at kung pwede siyang ipagpaliban or hindi.
At saka in addition on that, it also helps with setting priorities, di ba? Like, if you know your emergency fund is a short-term list, no? Mas unahin mo siya kaysa sa travel fund po for next year, di ba?
Exactly. Kaya mga kapush and grind, try niyong gawin to. List down all your current goals and assign them a short, mid, or long term. So it's a small step that gives you big clarity.
Nice one. Actually, natututo ako sa ganitong mga usapan natin, di ba? Hindi lang siyempre tayo nag-share, tayo rin, di ba? Natututo tayo sa mga ganitong usapin, di ba? Once you categorize your dreams, I would say they become less overwhelming and more actionable, di ba?
Okay, So let's talk about the part where a dream becomes a goal. Kasi minsan sinasabi natin, gusto kong yumaman or gusto
Mm.
kong makabayad ng utang, pero vague pa rin. So how do we make a goal clear and actionable, Repa?
Yeah, usually bro, yan talaga yung classic mistake tayong mga Pilipino halos. No? Akala natin enough na mayroon tayong gusto tayo, di ba? Pero if your goal is too vague, okay, hindi mo alam kung kailan mo maabot, di ba? Or worse, paano mo sisimulan? How to start, di ba? So dapat dito pumapasok ito, yung ating tawag dito, abbreviation na SMART, no? So maraming meaning ng SMART eh. SMART, maging, smarte, uh, informative, educative. But at this point of time, for our podcast, ihimayin natin siya as abbreviation, okay? Actually, sa mga nurses, sa mga healthcare, alam nila ito. S stands for specific, okay? M, measurable. A stands for achievable. R, realistic. At time-bound. Okay? Malaking tulong to sa atin, yung pagiging smart. Pag pinagsama-sama natin ba? Yung
Sige,
aspeto na to.
sige nga, sample tayo. Let's take a typical goal like gusto kong makaipon. How do
Mm,
you turn that into a smart goal?
okay. So instead of saying, I want to save money, a smart version would be, ito example lang I want to save $1,000 70. Ayan, specific, di ba? Smart. 1,070 in the next 12 months by setting aside 90 per month. So let's check it, okay? Sabi ko, di ba, specific. It says how much at bakit. Measurable. You can track the monthly savings. Yeah? And number three, achievable. Yes, achievable. Imagine 90 per month, di ba? Instead na binibili mo ng mga damit, ano-ano dyan. At least, yung 90 mo napupunta sa something specific goal that you have. Okay? 90 per month is doable for many people. Do you agree with me on that, Repa? Yeah. Tapos realistic, di ba? Because it fits a typical budget, as I said. And last but not the least, time-bound. Kasi binigyan mo sarili mo ng 12 buwan. 12 months, ipunin ko itong 90. Magkakaroon ako 1,070. Di ba?
Boom. Ganun lang pala yon. I like
Oo.
how it removes the guesswork. Kapag malinaw yung goal mo, mas madali siyang sundan. Parang may blueprint ka na.
Exactly, Repa. No? And when your goal is measurable, you're not just hoping. Di ba? Kasi you're tracking na. Di ba? Tinatrack mo na yung mga ginagawa mo. You'll know if you're halfway there or if kailangan mong humabol.
Kaya sa mga listeners natin, kung may pangarap kayo ngayon, take a few minutes after this episode, sulat nyo yung smart, sulatin nyo gamit ang smart format. So
Mm.
even just one goal for now.
Yeah, actually malaki tulong to sa atin lahat, no? Subukan lang natin, wala namang mawawala, no? You'll be surprised how powerful that one clear goal can be. Yeah. Kasi the moment you make it concrete, believe me, your brain starts looking for ways to make it happen.
So hindi na lang siya naging wish,
Uh,
isa na siyang mission.
exactly. Okay, bro. Ngayon naman, no? Let's expand more things about this usaping prioritizing goals, no? So, real talk, okay? Paano kung ang dami mo gustong achieve? Di ba? Ang dami mo gustong achieve, ang dami mo gustong makuha. Like may gusto akong bayaran, ipunin, bilhin. Sabay-sabay silang sumisigaw sa utak mo. Nabobombard ka na. How do you know where to start? Yeah.
Sobrang relatable yan. Lalo na sa atin na maraming responsibilidad, family, bills, yung future. Pero ang totoo, you can't do everything at once. Hindi pwedeng gawin lahat in just one
Mm.
time. So dito darating yung prioritizing. So prioritizing is the key. ang
Mm.
anong unang tanong dapat ano yung pinaka-urgent. So usually
Mm.
yun yung mga bagay na may consequence kapag hindi mo ginawa, like paying off high interest debt or building an emergency fund.
Ako, tama-tama yan, pa. Sinabi mo yung mga high yield debt. Ako. Kasi kung may utang ka, may 20% interest, tapos inuuna mong bumili yung mga bagong phone, parang sinayang mo lang din yung ipon mo. Ha? Di ba? So hindi mo na-categorize kung ano urgent mong babayaran. Inuna mo yung hindi importante. So you're losing money habang nag-iipon ka.
Exactly. Kaya ako, I do a simple method. I rate my goals from 1 to 3. Number
Mm.
1, must do now. And
Mm.
number 2, important but can wait. And number 3, nice to have. So example, emergency fund, must do now.
Mm.
Travel fund, it's important but it can wait. Then bagong PS5, it's nice to have. So ganun.
Alam mo, naalala ko sinabi ni Coach Monique yan doon isang episode natin, di ba? Talagang iniisip niya talaga kung talagang kailangan niyo ba to? Kailangan ko ba ngayon? Importante ba sa akin? At talaga bang kung mabubuhay ba siya kung wala yun? So, ang dami. Talagang totoo talaga. Kasi ito talaga system, process, di ba? Nakakatuwa talaga. Pero totoo talaga eh. Nangyayari talaga yung reality, di ba? Ganyan din ako ngayon. Before, I wanted to do everything, di ba? All at once. Napakaano ko eh. Siyempre, bata, siyempre, kumbaga, aggressive, no? So, travel, invest, pay debt. Pero ang ending, na-stress ako. Tapos ended up, wala ako natapos.
And here's another tip. Focus on one major goal per season. Like this quarter,
Mm.
I'll focus on saving $500. The next quarter, I'll focus on paying off one credit card para hindi ka mentally drained. Kumbaga.
Mm. I love that. I love that. 100% agree. So, one goal per season. Sabihin natin, no? One goal per season gives you win. No? Gives you win you can build on. Kasi minsan, when you try to do everything, you end up doing nothing.
Nothing. Kaya sa mga listeners natin, don't feel guilty kung hindi mo agad na-achieve yung lahat. Ang mahalaga,
Mm.
you know what matters most right now. One
Mm.
focused step is better than 10 scattered efforts. Alam mo yun?
Ganda nun, ah.
Okay. Okay. Let's say may listener tayo na gusto makaipon ng 1,785 or 100,000 pesos in the Philippines in 1 year. Napakalaking halaga yan para sa iba. Paano mo yan hinahati para hindi siya parang mountain na hindi kayang akyatin?
Mm. Great example, no? And yes, malaking kalagayan kung titignan mo all at once, no? Pero the trick is, ito ang trick, no? Break down mo, into bite-sized pieces. I always say, chunk it to conquer it. Di ba? So if your goal is like 1,785 in 12 months, divide mo agad sa 12, di ba? So that's roughly $150 per month. Di ba? Per month. Ngayon, kung gusto mo mas simple, di ba? Kumbaga, i-simplify pa, $35 per week. See, ganun lang. I-divide mo.
Yun nga eh. Pag sinabi mong 1,785, parang ang bigat. Pero kapag sinabi mong $5 a day,
Hmm.
biglang naging doable. Minsan baon
Yeah.
lang yan sa fast food, di ba?
Tama. And here's another hack, Repa, di ba? Associate the weekly or daily goal with the habits. Ano yung sabihin nun? Like, if you save $5, sabi mo nga kanina, every time you skip delivery or coffee, di ba? $5 eh, di ba? Yun ang usually yung presyo ng kape, di ba? You're reinforcing discipline at saka progress sa sarili mo.
Gusto ko yan. Kasi now, saving money is not just a sacrifice.
Mm.
It becomes a system. Kapag ginawa mo siya ng routine, hindi mo na siya iniisip, automatic na siya.
Mm. And when the goal is broken into steps, it also give you regular wins. Yeah. Each week na naiipon mo yung 35, di ba? $35 per week, you get to say, oh, I'm on track. Okay? Na-achieve ko yung goal ko. Merong sense of fulfillment, may sense of momentum. Powerful yan, bro.
Yeah, tama ka dun. So, to all our kapush and grind out there, take one big goal right now, then break it into weekly or monthly targets, and here's the bonus. Post it somewhere you can see it every day.
Yeah, literally, post-it. Di ba may marami tayong post sa bahay? Okay, kahit sticky note lang yan. Lagay mo sa mirror, sa ref, sa lock screen ng phone mo, kahit saan. Kung saan ka nag-i-stay, no? Ilagay mo yon. Okay? It reminds you yung, kumbaga, reminders mo yon to turn your dreams into habit. Yeah.
And habits, my friends, create
Great.
results.
Tama. So, bro, let's say may goal ka na, no? Smart na. Tapos, na-broken down mo na rin. So, lahat yun, usapan natin, di ba? Yan na, kompleto na. Pero paano mo naman tinitiyak na nasa tamang path ka naman? Kasi kahit gaano kaganda yung plano, kung hindi mo binabantayan, di ba? Baka mawala ka sa direction.
Tama. For me, tracking is like checking your GPS. Kahit may destination ka, kung hindi mo tinitingnan kung nasang tamang daan ka pa, you might end up way off course. Kaya ako, I do weekly check-ins. Every Sunday night, I sit down with my notebook or budgeting app. I look at three things. How much I saved, where my money went, and lastly, any upcoming expenses.
Ang ganda. Ako naman, ang approach ko dyan medyo digital. No? I use an app to sync my bank and credit accounts sa isang app. Tapos may visual graph ako doon na kung paano gumagalaw yung mga savings and debt ko, di ba? Nakikita ko sila.
Nice. Iba-iba tayo ng style eh. Pwedeng manual or digital, it really doesn't matter. Ang point is, you measure, kasi what you measure, you can manage.
Mm. And I think one reason people don't track is fear, yung takot. Yeah? Kasi baka makita nila na wala pala silang progress, ganyan. Pero bro, awareness is step one. Lagi natin tatandaan, no, mga tagapakinig. Awareness is step one. Kahit hindi pa perfect, okay, yung numbers mo, at least alam mo na.
Exactly. And minsan nakikita mo rin na, uy, may naipon na pala ako kahit papaano, kahit 20 lang this week. That's still progress.
Hmm. Sa ako kulang, hindi mo pa-personalize ang failure kasi hindi mo sasabihin, I'm bad with money. Ang sasabihin mo, ah, I overspent sa food this week. So next week, adjust ako.
Yeah. Kaya sa mga kapush and grind natin, make it a habit to check your progress regularly. Gawin niyo siyang personal finance reflection time kahit 15 minutes a week. I usually do that. I usually look at my phone and just check it.
Hmm. And remember, the goal isn't need to be perfect. Yeah, it is the very reason, the very purpose for our goal is that to be stay aware. Okay? Kasi kung alam mo kung nasaan ka, mas madali mong maabot kung saan ka pupunta.
Tama. Pero Bro, let's be honest. Kahit gaano ka ka-inspire sa simula, there are days na when you just don't feel like doing anything.
Mm.
So, anong ginagawa mo kapag nawawalan ka ng motivation?
Good question. No? Grabe, ang dami kong ganyang mga moments. Yung tipong pagod ka galing sa duty, sa work, toxic, ganyan. Tapos sabay may unexpected expenses, tapos feeling mo parang walang progress. I used to, beat myself up for it. Pero now, no, siyempre, I'm learning. I do something simple but powerful. I reconnect with my why.
Solid. Can you go deeper into that, Trepa?
So, sa phone ko, di ba, may photo album ako. Okay? Then, nililabel ko yun na, for example, fuel. Sa photo album ko yun, nandun yung mga picture ng anak ko, ng bahay ko, yung mga old payslip na sobrang, nung ano pa, no? Kumbaga, nabili kong mga big expenses, di ba? Every time I feel tired or lost, tinitingnan ko lang yung album na yun. Binabrowse ko siya. Kasi it reminds me why I started this journey in the first place dito sa Amerika. Namomotivate ako pag nakikita ko yun.
Pareho tayo. Ako naman, I keep a journal where I write down small wins like nakapagbayad ako ng extra sa utang or nakapag-skip ako online shopping ngayong araw na to. And on hard days, I reread those pages, nakakaboost siya ng moral.
Ang galing, no? Sometimes kasi, we don't need new strategies naman. We just need to remember kung gaano na ba tayo layo, no? How far we've come.
And I think a lot of people give up not because they can't do it, but because they forgot why they started doing it in the first place. That's why motivation fades.
Mm. Kaya nga mga kapush and grind, here's the tip. Okay? Create your own reminder system. Di ba? Maaaring sa akin, applicable yung gano'n. Maaaring sa inyo, meron kayong new ways or alternative way how to remind yourself. Pwede yung vision board, screensaver code, a journal katulad kay Repa, or even a playlist, no? That keeps you inspired.
At kung may araw na tamad ka or nadapa ka, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Kasi yung motivation isn't constant. Pero yung commitment mo, pwedeng maging constant.
Yes, sir! Don't rely on hype. Build system that keep you grounded. Kasi ang tunay na winners, no? They keep going even on days don't feel like it. They won't stop. They just keep on grinding. Push yourself. Kaya nga to, natin, push and grind. Eh. Push yourself. Keep on grinding. Okay, Repa. Let's talk about something that hits hard naman. No? Medyo palalimin na natin discussion natin. No? Climax na natin. What if hindi mo naabot yung goal mo this month? Yeah? Alam mo yung feeling na nagsusulat ka ng smart, no? Sinimulan mo na, pero life happened in reality. Tapos parang may guilt agad.
Repa, I've been there. Ang sakit nun. You feel like you failed kahit ang dami mo nang
Mm.
ginawa. But here's what I've learned. Missing a goal doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're adjusting to life. Kasi real talk, goals are based on what you know at the time when you set them. But when life throw things at you, like emergency gastos, work
Mm.
issues, tapos family needs, yung mga bagay na yon, uh, it's hard. Kaya importante na may grace ka rin sa sarili mo.
Exactly. Akala natin kasi, ang pagiging discipline means dapat flawless execution. Diba? Wala mo perfect eh. Pero ang totoo, discipline is also knowing when to pause. Kailan ka hinto, no? Hinga ka. Take a deep breath. Kung kailan ka to turn, pivot, and push again.
And kapag hindi mo naabot yung goal, don't say I quit. Sabihin mo lang, I'll recalculate. Kasi kung minsan yung 90 monthly saving needs mo become 54 now. So you can extend a timeline from 12 months to 15 months. Kasi adjustment isn't weakness, it's a wisdom, bro.
Mm. Oo, tama. Ako naman, I had to, before, I had to delay financial, goal. Before kasi parang meron akong biniyang napakalaking, kumbaga commitment, di ba? So, ang sakit nun, bro. Pero na-realize ko, yung responsibilidad mo sa ngayon is part of the journey. Ganun talaga eh. Hindi lahat aayon sa, sa plano mo eh.
Yeah. And here's the thing, when you adjust instead of quitting, you keep the momentum alive. Kasi even if it's slower or at least gumagalaw ka pa rin. Mas okay
Mm.
yun kaysa mag-stop ka altogether.
Kaya mga kapusin grind, no, I want you to all hear this. Your progress isn't measured by how fast you go, okay? But by how consistent you keep showing up. See? Guilt won't move you fast forward, but self-compassion will.
Sabi nga nila, goals can bend but they don't have to break. Okay, JB, ito curious ako. Do you actually celebrate small wins like kapag nakapag-ipon ka kahit konti or nabawasan yung debts mo ng konti, do you reward yourself?
100%. Dati iniisip ko, kailangan malaki muna yung achievement ko bago ko celebrate. Diba? Pero, like, I'll only be proud kapag naabot ko yung 5,000 savings goal ko. Pero, grabe, sobrang nakakapagod maghintay na malaki. Now, kahit ngayon, dahil nga, kahit a small step, small winnings, I celebrate every step. Kapag nakasave ako ng mga $20 a week, 50, 100 a week, I treat myself to something I enjoy. For example, reward namin misis na kumain sa labas ng konti, o kaya pagluto ng paborito namin pagkain, ah, a peaceful break with no guilt. Yeah. Or kahit manood lang ng movie. Yeah. Hindi kailangan mahal, basta meron lang recognition kahit na small winnings yan.
Solid yan. Ako naman ang reward ko is time. I allowed myself an extra hour sa Saturday to do something I love like editing my personal blog, play some games. So I always remind myself, hey, I did something this week toward my goal. So I deserve this kind of reward.
Mm. Ang sarap nun, no? Kasi celebration reminds your brain, that this journey is really worth it. If you keep grinding with zero joy, eventually, mabe-burn out ka.
Yeah, tama. And it's also a mind shift, you know. Uh you stop seeing yourself as not there yet and start seeing yourself as on the way. So yun alone gives you emotional fuel to do whatever
Mm.
you're doing.
Yeah. Kaya nga mga kapushing guide, no? Be cheerful, cherish. Huwag niyo maliitin yung mga small savings niyo, kahit $5 lang man yan, $10, okay? Or isang araw na hindi kayo gumastos. Still, that's a win, okay? Importante, that's a win. That's you being intentional.
Yeah, you can post about it or you can journal it and share it with your partner. Or kahit sabihin mo lang sa sarili mo na good job. You don't have to wait for the finish line to feel proud.
Let's celebrate small. Celebrate often. That's how you build the motivation to finish strong. Now, Repa, let's go deeper this time. So alam nating lahat na we should dream big. Yeah? Pero at the same time, kailangan din natin maging realistic. So paano mo personally binabalance yung ideal goals with what's actually doable ngayon?
Solid question. And I love this topic kasi maraming tao ang naiipit dito. May pangarap tayong malalaki like buying a house, becoming debt-free or retiring early. But if your current income is limited, or may utang ka pa, those dreams can feel very far. Kaya ako ang approach ko is this: dream big, plan small. So I still write down big dreams like saving 1,700 for a down payment someday. Pero ang focus ko is what I can do this month that moves me toward that goal.
Tumpak. Parang kang may ano yan, zoom in tapos zoom out button. Yeah? Parang ko sabi yun. You're holding the big, okay? Big vision, pero nakapokus ka, yeah, the next step.
Exactly. Like, kung kaya mong mag-ipon ngayon ng 20 per week,
Hmm.
go. That's $80 a month. $960 a year. And over time, habang tumataas ang income mo or bumababa ang gastos, you increase the amount.
Correlate ako yan. I used to get frustrated kapag ano ang layo ng gap between where I am and where I want to be. Pero natutunan ko na realistic doesn't mean small. It means sustainable. If your plan doesn't fit your current life, it won't last.
Totally. Kaya mga kapush and grind, huwag kayong matakot ng mangarap ng malaki. Pero huwag nyo ding i-pressure ang sarili nyo to jump there agad. Remember, every expert was once a beginner.
Yeah. And progress isn't about looking rich, okay? Looking rich. It's about building something real. Slowly pero surely.
Kaya i-breakdown mo. Ideal goal mo, maybe 10,000 in savings. Realistic start, $10 this week. Ang mahalaga, gumagalaw ka.
Tama ka dyan, paano? So, parang ganito yan. Big dreams, di ba? Plus, realistic action equals unstoppable results. O, di ba?
Yeah. Alright, let's get hands-on. Kunwari may listener tayo na gustong mag-pay off ng $1,000 in debt within 12 months. It could be a credit card, small loan, or personal utang. Paano mo yan hihimayin para maging doable?
Ito, maganda yung tanong mo. No? I love this example. So, first step, divide and simplify. Okay? Yung 1,070 o kaya 1,000, divide mo sa 12, di ba? That will give you 90 per month. Okay? Now, out from 90 per month, that sounds doable, isn't it? Pero minsan, kahit yung 90, hirap i-pull out, no, from the monthly budget. Especially kung fixed income ka lang. Kaya ang next step, strategically planning. Okay?
Right, kasi kung kulang ang budget mo, dapat may plan A at plan B.
Exactly. So plan A, look for areas to cut back. For example, skip mo yung 1 to 2 take out per week, di ba? Diba, mahilig ka mag-order sa labas, skip mo. You will save $10, let's
Kape,
say. Oh, kape, di ba? $5. Yan. Let's say, for example, you can save $10 out of it. Then limit online shopping. Kung mahilig ka mag-order ng online shopping na wala namang hindi importante,
Temo.
another $15. Temo, di ba? Ano ako dyan? Tawag dito, guilty ako dyan. So, total possible savings. So, around 30 to 35 a month. So, plan B, find extra income naman. Example natin, no? Magbenta ka ng mga items na hindi mo kailangan. Sa Amerika, uso yan, yung marketplace, di ba? I-post mo sa marketplace, hindi mo kailangan na, at least, magkaroon ka ng extra income. Kung bawa naman, offer a skill online, kahit basic lang, sabihin natin, proofreading materials or editing, di ba? Marami dyan. Ano ba? Pwede din digital marketing, etc. O mag-sideline ka. 1 weekend a month. Kahit $60 extra a month yan, it already cover the gap. Diba?
Yes. Another thing I like to do is timeline tweaking. Alam mo yun, if 90 a month is too tight, maybe stretch the goal to 15 months. So that becomes around $72 per month. It's much more manageable.
Perfect point. You don't have to change the goal. Just adjust the timeline. Dami na ito ng mga tagapakinig natin, ha? To fit your real life. Di ba? What matters that consistent ka.
So kaya mga kapush and grind, try this. Get the exact number of your goal, break it down by month or week, then explore where you can cut or you can earn extra. And lastly, you can adjust the timeline if needed.
Saka huwag kayong matakot gumamit ng pen and paper. Kaya yung traditional, sulat mo. O kaya kung computer savvy ka, mag-spreadsheet ka, Google Sheet. Because sometimes when you see the numbers, you realize, uy, kaya pala. Di ba? It removes fear na rin.
Yes, don't fear the math. Use it to your advantage. Kasi when you run the numbers, you start running your life.
So kaya pa ito naman ito ang senaryo ng maraming mga kaka-relate sa ating mga masugid na tagapakinig at manood, no? You've got a plan, naka-breakdown na siya, tuloy-tuloy ka na sana, then boom! May emergency. Yan. Biglang, God forbid, nagkasakit, di ba? Nasira yung kotse, ng income. What do you do when the life gets hard in the way?
That's real talk, bro. But I had that moments like that. The first thing I always remind myself is pause. Don't panic. Kasi ang instinct natin minsan ay itapon na lang yung buong plano. That's not helpful. What I do instead is reassess. I sit down and ask, what changed? What do I need to take care of right now? So what can I freeze or delay temporarily? Yung mga bagay na yun.
Exactly. Like kung nakaipon ka na ng 400 for example, tapos kailangan mo siyang gamitin for emergency, that's okay. Okay? That's what savings are for Yeah? Hindi siya sayang. Actually, that means nag-work out yung plano mo. Because you were prepared.
Tama. Then when you survive that emergency, you rebuild.
Mm.
You don't have to start from scratch. You start from experience. So maybe this time you include an emergency buffer in your new budgeting.
Yeah. Actually, I remember I had to push back yung goals ko before. Kasi, like, instead of hitting a goal nung particular December, natapos ko lang siya nung March. And that's okay. Kasi delay is not a defeat, you know? Sometimes it's just life telling us to take a detour.
And also I think it's important to be kind to yourself in those moments. You don't have to beat yourself up for things you couldn't control. Kasi hindi mo control yung mga ganun eh. Kasi what matters is that when your life comes down, you go back to your path. You don't stay stuck.
Mm. Yeah, kaya mga kapush and grind, no? If life knock you off your plan recently, take a breath. Hinga mo lang yan, okay? Regroup,
Mm-hmm.
then re-enter. Your dream is still valid, mga repa, mga moms, okay? You're just taking the scenic route.
Yeah, you gotta bounce back, revise the strategy, and keep pushing. That's the real grind.
Mm.
Okay, ang dami
So,
nating na-cover.
yeah.
Nakaka-inspire, pero alam mo naman, knowledge without action, wala rin.
Mm.
So, anong challenge ang gusto mo ibigay sa mga listeners natin this week?
Simple lang. Pero life-changing, okay? Sinabi ko kanina, no? Write down one smart financial goal. Isa lang. Hindi naman kailangan na malaki, no? Isa lang. Maybe it's have something to do with saving, like for example, saving 100 in 2 months, di ba? Or pay off yung $50 from the credit card debt by the end of the month. It doesn't mean 50, no? Pay off yung credit debt by the end of the month, or even, tracking your expenses for the next 7 days. So the key is make it. Okay? Remember, di ba? Specific, Ano ang exact goal mo? Measurable. Paano malaman kung matapos ka, di ba? Achievable. Kaya mo ba based sa resources mo? Realistic. Hindi mo sobrang ambitious naman. Yeah. And last but not the least, time bound. Kailangan mo gustong matapos.
And then here's the part 2. Write down 3 small actions you can take this week to start that goal. Halimbawa, open a separate bank account for your savings, cancel one unused subscription. Kung sobra-sobra na yung may Netflix ka, may Hulu ka pa, may ano ka pa, ang dami ng ano. Cancel one of that one. Or number 3 is sell one item online pag naglinis ka ng garage.
Love that. Kasi action steps turn your goal from a sana someday into a yes. Ngayon na.
And don't just keep the goal in your head. Post it somewhere visible. Sa ref, sa wall, even sa lock screen mo sa phone. Kasi every time you see it, you remind your brain, this is what we're working on. Ito yung mga gagawin mo sa mga coming days.
Kaya mga kapusin grind, don't underestimate the power of one small step. It's the start of everything, believe it or not. Kung kaya mong sulatin at simulan, kaya mo rin tapusin.
So let us know in the comments or on your Instagram stories. Use the hashtag Push and Grind Challenge. So we'd love to cheer you on. Gawin din natin to, Repa. Push and
Tama,
Grind
yeah,
Challenge.
of course. Oo, maganda. Simulan natin yan sa yung ating ano, yung tawag dito, yung ating hashtag Pushing Grind Challenge. Gusto ko yan. So, Repa, we've shared so much tonight, no? From goal setting, tracking, adjusting, and even celebrating. Pero ito yung last question ko. Promise last na. Bakit ba worth it ang buong goal setting journey na to? Why go through to all the effort?
Grabe. Ang lalim niyan, bro. Pero ang sagot ko, because it gives your life direction.
Mm.
When you set a goal, whether that's to get out of debt, start a business, or buy a home, you stop just reacting to life and start creating your life. Hindi ka na lang magtatrabaho para makasurvive. Nagtatrabaho kasi may pinupuntahan ka. May dahilan ang pagod mo, may saysay ang disiplina mo, and every small win, it becomes proof that you're building something real.
Sobrang agree ako dyan, Repa, no? Kasi ang daming tao ang gumigising araw-araw feeling stuck. Diba? Dahil wala silang direction. Pero the moment you set a goal, you give yourself hope. You
Tama.
say, this is what I want. Okay? And I believe I can do it. At kung meron kang goal at meron kang gusto, just pray for it. God will provide it.
Tama ka dyan. Kahit maliit lang, like saving $5 a week, it's doable. Then, writing down your budget, that's still you taking control and you saying that I'm not settling for less anymore.
Kaya mga kapusin right, kung may isa kaming gusto ni Repa na maiwan sa iyo tonight, ito yon. Okay? Pay attention to this. Your dreams are valid. Okay? Kahit gaano pa yan kaliit o kalaki, nothing bigger, nothing small. Okay? And they're possible if you're willing to take consistent action.
So, don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to adjust. Don't be afraid to celebrate. Kasi in the end, this journey is not just about money. It's about building the life you truly want.
That's it. That's the push. That's the grind. Grabe bro, solid ng episode tonight na ang daming value, ang daming mga pointers, ang daming mga tips, advices na nabigay natin sa ating mga tagapakinig. Pero as always, ang hirap din magpaalam, di ba?
Totoo, pero that's the beauty of the grind. Every ending means a new beginning, and we're just getting started.
Yeah. Kaya nga lahat ng mga kapushing grind na nanonood hanggang dulo, maraming salamat po no, sa mga nagko-comment, sa mga like and share. We appreciate you so much, no? We appreciate you more than you know.
And if you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and follow our individual channels. You can visit my channel at Pinoy MT. So doon ko nilalagay yung personal vlogs, love life at financial growth journey ko.
And for behind the scenes, life as a nurse at more mindset money tips, check out mo rin yung mga content namin dito sa Team Luberial, no? Sa aking YouTube account. Tapos yung akin namang IG, no? JB Luberial. And let's go together as a community.
Remember, your goals are valid, your future is worth building, and the best time to start is always right now.
This is Push and Grind, the prosperity journey. Keep dreaming, keep doing, and we'll see you again sa next episode dito lang sa aming YouTube. Maraming salamat mga Repa. And good night sa iyo, Repa Linya.
Good night din sa'yo, Jimmy.